Yo. In the days of old, 5 elements were known: MCing, DJing, graffiti had grown, B-boy and knowledge, the pillars of the game. But a 6th emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight. Visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite. From the pages to the beats, a seamless blend. The 6th element, where 2 worlds transcend.
Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
What's good, y'all? 6th Element in the building. Stu Dawg almost with us. And we got a little pop-up show for y'all. A little pre-show show. You there, bro?
Boom. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So tonight, of course, we're gonna do our more official show and video and review and all that stuff on the Light Years album, on the Supergirl trailer, on the Fate, the Old Republic video game. But Stu has had an emergency and cannot attend tonight's show, but wanted to get his thoughts in on the album. We're gonna chop it up. Woody, what up? Peace. And
What up, Woody 6th?
I'm saying a little post, a little pre-show show to get those in. Check this out, bro. Yesterday,
Yeah.
when we were gonna do the Cosmic Invasion.
Mhm.
This was the thumbnail I made. That shit is fly. And then
Yeah,
Lobo.
we're gonna do that, man. We can knock Cosmic Invasion out, man. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
I've been playing it.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna keep it. But if you haven't got it, go get it. It's worth it. I can't. It's not. It's gonna go down in history as one of the best beat 'em ups in the history of beat 'em ups. And I'm not saying that because I like it. I'm saying that because it is.
Yeah.
And we all know what the good ones are: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men the arcade game, Double Dragon 1 and 2. So it's up there with that. And I just get it. It's worth playing. It really is.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And now we've never actually done this live this particular way, but I'm gonna throw this disclaimer up here for YouTube. Hopefully. So yesterday I was on last night because I've been listening to Light Years, bro. I've been listening to Light Years since midnight when it came out. Paul Morales, salute. What's good? And Wing 4382, peace. Yo, U6, don't mind blazing around all your action figures. You're not worried about smoke damage, or you don't care law. It's a very good question, actually. My figures that have like white plastic and stuff, I have extra ones that I keep in the package. To be honest, because I learned that shit early on. Like I had some figures in like here, I'll show you one. This motherfucker here and turn yellow as shit. Check him out.
Wow.
Yeah. But so yeah. I learned that if I want to have any white plastic figures, keep them in the box. But yeah. I got a fan right here as well, and it's kind of sucking the smoke that way, so it doesn't go that way. But yeah. I got to, my man. I got to.
I didn't think about that.
That's smart. That's smart.
Blazing up all day, every day. But not
around my fig.
Yeah.
That's smart. You don't want to get it. I want to get them Detolfs, them goddamn glass shelves. That's what I need. Some of them glass case joints. You know.
Yeah, that's what I got. That'll help you out. Plus, you don't have to. They don't get dusty in there. Nothing.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and I got a dusty house too. I need that. But yeah, man. So anyway, so yesterday, well, so on the 12th when the album came out at midnight, I threw it on and I've been bumping it nonstop. Even when I went to sleep, I had that shit playing low in the background. Like I've been listening. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why too. Before we get into the album, like you can't review an album after one listen. Yeah. That shit pisses me off when you have like these, especially these hip hop these so-called hip-hop magazines. They'll album will drop and day one some asshole has like a 2-page review out. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about nothing you have to say because it's useless. Because if you heard the album one time, you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You have to let an album resonate with you. And I know a lot of these generation today, a lot of these kids today, they don't know shit about albums. They don't understand, don't have the attention span for a concept. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to diss anybody. You know, because I don't, it's not about your age. It's definitely not. It's about, you know, how you care about the culture and what you put into it. So, but yeah, you know, a lot of guys, they just, they think that their opinion is formed instantly. And me personally, I'll tell you, for when I first heard the album, there was a few songs I was like, what the fuck? I was pissed off. I was mad as fuck. My Story, Your Story with AZ. I'm like, bro, you fucked up my favorite rapper's song. Like, I'm gonna have to remix this for you, Preem. Like, what the fuck? What is this beat? It doesn't go with the cadence. Honestly, like there was a couple tracks that there was. Now there's not a single skip on that album. And the song that I like the most is one of my top 3 favorite songs now. Because after hearing it so many times, oh, now I understand it. It caught. Like I finally caught it. Because here's the thing. When you listen to music, it's about a mood. You have to be in a certain mood to accept certain shit. Like you might not be in the mood for rock and roll right now. You might be in the mood for R&B, right? Because when you hear rock and roll right now, it sounds like noise to you. There's other times you nothing more than to hear some Led Zeppelin, right? It's all about your fucking mood at the time. And so yeah, you got to really give an album a few days, man. You got to listen to it many, many times over before I will give a fuck about your opinion, because I know you don't get it. And I know that what you're telling me is you're saying what you think people want to hear. You're trying to get likes. You're trying to be provocative. You're trying to be edgy. Yep. You know, you're trying to be snarky. You want to be cool. You want to say the fucking most outlandish shit. And it's like, that's not helping the culture. That's not helping Primo. That's not. We begged for this album for what? How many years we've been begging them to do this album, and they put it out, and immediately you want to talk shit without giving it time. Like let it resonate. Let it resonate. So if you've heard the album once, twice, a couple times, and you wasn't feeling it, I urge you, go back, continue listening to it over and over again until it fucking hits you. Because right now, there's not a skip on this album. Not one skip. And I couldn't have said that at first. So all these guys, especially these DJs and these hip hop critiques and putting out, giving their reviews day one, it's not worth anything, bro. Because I know for myself, the way I feel about an album the first time I hear it and the way I feel about it a few days later or after hearing it a lot of times is always very different. Always.
That's true.
Never. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard an album first listened through and understood and caught everything. There's no way. So I just wanted to put that out there. So I've been listening to the shit for a long time. Last night I was listening to it. We were gonna Stu was gonna come on. We were gonna do the Cosmic Invasion thing. Stu had an emergency, couldn't come on. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm here. I ain't had no plans tonight. This is what I'm doing. So I just laid back, chiefed out, and listened to the album a few times. And YouTube didn't shut off the live stream. Like I listened to it for like 2 hours almost on live, and they didn't shut it off. So fingers crossed they let it ride this time. I know a lot of reaction channels out there. Everybody's playing the album on YouTube. Yes, but the question of is it because it's live, right? If this was a video, I could post a reaction all day long, because then when they come back and say, hey, I can dispute it, and bada bang, that's usually the process. So when you're live, you don't get that process. A lot of times they'll step in and do dumb shit. So again, YouTube, this is a reaction video. This contains interruptions for critiques. Hang on, let me move this thing out of the way so you can see it. For criticism, commentary, and lyrical analysis, we're going to be analyzing lyrics and beats, thus edited in a way that balances it out for fair use and avoid blockage of restricted copyright owners for original video. Please see description. Not a lot. So there you go. All right, so fingers crossed. We're gonna put it on. We're gonna bump it.
Let's bump it. Album is hot.
I love it.
Can't say that.
I love it, and I'd like to get. I wonder if there's wonder if anyone put out the album with lyrics yet. I don't think so. Oh, nah. Ain't nobody done it yet. Too early, too soon. That's all right. We'll get it in. So, all right. The way I did it this time, you should be able to hear it a lot better. I know you guys couldn't really hear it before either because you were hearing it off my mic. This time I'm actually going to play it through, which is another reason that YouTube may shut us down. So guys, if you're in here right now and you're watching and all of a sudden the screen shuts down, the stream is stopped, don't go anywhere. Just chill. It'll come back up and we'll handle it. So don't worry if that happens. We'll be on it. And without further ado, and let me know in the chat if that sounds good, everybody, if that's really clear and everything. Can you hear that? You can hear us. Everything's crispy. Hit us up. Let us know.
It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this bitch deep, chain with some sick feet, corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV, I'm holding big.
Yo, off top, first track out the gate, hell of a way to start the album. That shit is just hip hop. That shit is just feeling so classic. It brings me back, bro. Like that's a real hip hop beat right there. That's the essence right there. You able to hear it?
Yeah. Bump it. Get it pop.
Yo, let us know in the chat if y'all can hear it, if it came through clearly and shit. I don't want to go on and on if y'all hearing it, y'all not hearing it right.
Solo was vocalist maestro. This fish grease, rest in peace, Polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Brian E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones of Buelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is that? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Mare, Ghost and Rick. Big up Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords, already classic before you heard it. The spoiler was on my feature verses.
He said already classic before you heard it. So what do you think about is
My life is.
I don't know if anybody can hear this. Oh, you can. Yeah,
I can hear it. You can hear it.
Yeah, okay. Good.
If I can hear it, I know they can hear it.
Yeah. So my life is real. Yeah, it's but no, about the classic, about the instant classic conversation, right? A lot of people have their opinions about that. People feel there is no such thing as an instant classic. They feel it's an oxymoron. Personally, me,
who are these people?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because instant classic is simple to me. Like as soon as if I know this shit is gonna go down in history, if I know that I'm gonna listen to an album for the next 20 years, to me that's an instant classic. And I can tell you off top, I'll be bumping this shit for the rest of my life.
And I know if I listen to an album and it sounds just as good to me 20 years from now as it did when I first heard it, then yeah, you got an instant classic. It's timeless, bro. That's called timeless music. And that's what, as an artist, you should be striving to do. Make your music timeless. If you hear, I don't know, Kashmir for the first time, you're going to have a reaction to it because everybody had a reaction to it because it's timeless music. It's a timeless song. It's been in movies, everything. I mean, this track right here is dope. The whole thing is dope. It's classic Premier and classic Nas. That's what I like about it. I like that Premier wasn't trying to, well, Nas would sound nice to this beat. He put his beat down and Nas put his best rhyme to it, being Nas. And that's what I like about the whole album. That's what, I've listened to it about 4 or 5 times already. So that's what I got from it. Like you said, as you keep listening to it, you're going to keep getting into it. And the more you get into it, the more you can decipher it. And that's what I like. It's just Nas and Premier doing their thing.
Yep. And trust me, it will grow on you, bro. If you wasn't feeling it at first, just give it a chance. Because here's the thing: if you're an old head, and here's another little thing, little tidbit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save it. We're gonna listen to some music. But yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna listen to like every minute of every one of these tracks, but that's up to Stu. I don't know how long he's got.
Lined it up kinda perfect and then I hurled it. Rhymes in my mind's like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my bullshit. The illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out, the shift starts. So let the fifth spark. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Damn, I just caught a buzz. Pulled another hit on the beat. Guess who the victim was? Guess who get reconfigured? The whole industry does. Premier you my nigga because we became the men our mothers prayed for. Maybe even exceeded their expectations, or maybe they always knew why tying up our baby shoes. What was waiting that brood and the souls of a chosen few. This ain't just talk, it's true. What a life, I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords on my haunted piano. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Tell the truth, cause ain't no reason to lie about it. Invisible fingers playing chords. My life is real. Get ready.
Now this joint here, this just feel like some, you know what I'm saying? Just pull my pants down and spank my ass. Got it. He talking about crypto. He talking about cryptocurrency in this joint.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus, the king out of Queensbridge, at ease us with your lyrical piece.
With the Biggie flow.
This me just chilling, buildings, high ceilings, billions of my vision. Please, I'm from the P's. VVS on freeze, VSOP's trees. Esco Pablo, silked out in Cabo. The prettiest, high tech like NVIDIA. Just that smart, I know a little about a lot. When you come from less, you learn particular plots. From whipping the pots, checking in on parlays or parfaits, how my days start. We all player shit.
If you're not a certain age, we checking IDs at the door. If you critiquing this album, we checking IDs. I'm sorry. And it's not about age, but if you don't listen to this, you know what I'm saying? If you don't fucking do this, he said he went Master P, said, you know what I'm saying? If you don't do this, bro, I don't want to hear it. If you ain't come up on this music or you don't listen to this music regularly, you might be 15 years old. If you a hardcore hip hop head, I want your opinion. But if you don't listen to this shit, if you mostly listen to trap music or, you know,
Trap music
rap
or trap
whatever,
trap
rap or drill music or whatever, that's cool. But then don't give me your critique on Nas and Premier. That's all. You know, like, give me your opinion, but don't get mad when I tell you no, you're wrong. This is a classic.
Dinner's up, we leaving big tips. I taught some of y'all how to eat, but I won't trip. Taught some of y'all how to dress, but some of y'all still a mess. Serial investor, serial killer threat. Turn ether to Ethereum, y'all wanna bet? I got a crypto kid, come with a password.
Turn ether to Ethereum, you wanna bet?
Then I flip that key to digital cash word.
Ooh.
Then I get bored of that. It's too small, I'm off of that. Cigars in the roof now, Midtown where the office at. Mr. Cryptocurrency Scarface.
Hey, that nigga his chips.
Yeah. I lay criminal lines down over more base.
The boom, the bip,
The boom bip.
Mr.
Hey,
Cryptocurrency Scarface.
Motherfuckers don't understand.
I lay down
Yeah,
digital
that's a dope.
lines
That's
over
dope.
more
That's
base.
dope.
Think it's a shame these kids ain't see no freakniks. DC Howard home.
That's the thing too. Like, if you don't know these samples, bro, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these kids, man, they don't know what they're listening to. And a lot of I've heard some crazy comments like, "Whoa, like, you know, I miss Premier's sample era." Like, what the fuck you think this shit is, bro? This is sample heavy.
Nah, don't tell me nobody. Don't tell me somebody said that.
Oh yeah, bro. Look at somebody.
Premier ain't never stopped. Yeah, he ain't never stopped sampling. So
Bro,
that's what rap is.
most people have loved this album and most comments have been great, but then you have assholes not feeling these Primo beats whatsoever. He said, a new Nas album is always a fantastic thing, but I have no idea what DJ Premier is doing. You know what? You know what? You just fucking said it right there, sir. You, sir, have no idea what Primo is doing. And you just fucking said it right there. You don't. My man said, Primo, you a goat, dog, but it might be time to hang it up. This guy says, great job, Nas. Time to hang it up, Preem. Yeah, homie looking a little baby face in that profile pic. So I'm not.
Nah, you know what it is, Reno?
Children.
The beat, it's not a trap beat, man. It don't have that trap essence to it.
It's a boom bap album.
That make them rock their heads. Like that's what everybody is, their ear is accustomed. That's all their ear catches, man. If you got to think about it, there's no all that.
Right.
There's no none of that, and that's what they be. That's what they to say that about Premier. And he's one of the premier, actually the premier hip hop DJs, producers in the game. He earned that, bro. You cannot take that from just because he ain't making beats that sound like they come from Mike Will made it. That don't mean that you got to tell him he got to hang it up. Listen, that's what he's making, bro. That's how his music is.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta accept it. You gotta accept it, or just say I don't rock with Primo like that, or I used to rock with Primo, but I'm just on trap now. Say that, but don't sit there and diss the man for putting out.
Don't diss it.
Listen, yeah, don't diss the man for putting out good beats, and like I said, it's Primo beats with Nas on top of them. That's it, bro. Like
that's all we wanted. That's what we asked for.
That's all we asked for. Yeah, and if you can't get with it, man, somebody will remix it and put this some trap beats, and then you gonna
Premier ain't Barry Gordy. He's not Pharrell. He's not making beats for Beyonce, right? He's a fucking hardcore hip hop DJ. He makes hip hop music. You're not gonna get, symphonies and fucking orchestras and shit. You're gonna get some samples, some boom bap, and it's real basic, and that's how he is, and that's how we love it. And he's always been very eclectic. Always. So it's not like he has one only sound either. You go listen to all his shit, bro. You can't even tell me. You won't even know. So, but yeah, these cats, man, they from the wrong era. They don't know what they talking about, as they admitted there right there in the comment, man. They just don't know what's going on here. Now, DJ Premier and Nas, right? So State of Mind, New York State of Mind, big classic. New York State of Mind 2, big classic. Now they do New York State of Mind 3. Love it. A lot of the beef that I'm hearing, though, is silly shit like he's using a Billy Joel sample. That's whack. Oh, that's crazy. Come on, B. What the fuck? And just I don't know. Let's bump it.
Yo, Preem, play me that Billy Joel joint.
Woo!
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood.
It's New York shit.
Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. Without taking a Greyhound.
I submit anyone has a problem with this, they not from New York. That's all.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Steel toe, construct walk, Nike shorts at night at court. Stress and cut your life short. I'm from egg rolls and duck sauce, where the feds rolled on duck short. City Island and say less. Plenty talented kids, stay blessed, gamble and make bets.
Talking about Dutch Schultz and all this, man. He talking about New York shit, and this is a cinema beat, right? This is a cinematic beat. It's like a fucking score.
Some DMX's words, they live in all of us. Some get deported, some die young, but it's all a rush. On part 2, I left you with 2 of my friends. And now our goals is that our sons don't end in juvenile pens. Rikers should be closed, MDC the beacon. Where ICE if you real, or they rob you upon your piecing. If you was locked down for a while, it's a different place now. They building hotels where it once was a devil's playground. Michelin stars cool, but the streets is cooking that beef stew. That chopped cheese too. Screwface how we smile. They want us gone, but that's fine. Cause we really outside for now and all time. That New York state of mind.
It sounds to me like a gangster film. That's what I hear. Vel Love in the building. Vel, what up, man? Peace.
What's up, y'all, brother? How y'all brothers doing?
What up, Vel? What up?
Word. Woody said this joint's a banger. Slade said this beat right here is fire. It's we listening to New York State of Mind 3 right now. Check it out.
Yeah,
Nah, my bad. Go ahead. I want to hear you.
I heard the album last night at work.
Okay. How many times have you got to listen to it though, fully through?
3 times.
Okay, so you've had a good listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, man. You know, we was just talking about like a lot of these people coming out doing reviews after one listen and day one, and it's just silly to me, bro. You cannot critique an album like that. You got to let it resonate. You got to let it sit with it. You got to feel it. You got to hear it when you're in different moods.
And this ain't something new. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When I first heard, I think it was Nas's first album, I had to listen to it a few times before I got into it. I could really, respect, the work of art that it was. Eric B. and Rakim's first album, Follow Leader, and Paid in Full. I had to listen to him, and I was listening to him like on my radio. And one day I was going to school, and I had my Walkman, which I popped the tape in there, walked to school, listened to it, and on the way home I listened to side B. By the time I had listened to it with the headphones and really got into it, I was like, this joint is dope. So it don't come right away all the time, man. It's not. No, sometimes you gotta listen to an album a few times, and then you can get it. Like you could be like, all right, I see what it is. I see what their vision now.
Exactly. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
Oh yeah. Now KRS-One's third album, Blueprint, same thing. I was like, but then when I sat down and really listened to it multiple times, I was like, yo, this joint is kind of hard.
KRS already did an album called Blueprint. Turning ether into Ethereum. Yo, he's spitting ridiculous. So
fly, wave in the sky. If you was made it and why, it wouldn't trade it to the day that you die. The most hated, and I think we know why now.
If you was made in NY, wouldn't trade it to the day that you die. You know what I'm saying? I can understand a lot of people that's not from New York not really understanding or feeling this, especially with the Billy Joel sample and all that.
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm from New York, so
exactly.
Rappers we know as legends, drift and float to heaven. Some are living and present. They I miss 87. And Queens was a teen, then a kid with a chain, holding a pen and wrote pain. We'll never see this again. So I let rain replace the peepholes. I'm suited in boutique clothes. We're just inclined to defeat foes. The 5 boroughs where real life is defined. I know the time when I'm in a New York state of mind. Opposition teams walking the garden, mockingly rocking Timbs and the Nas T. They only trolling, and that's fine, cause we outside for the 3rd time. That New York state of mind. Wipe your feet when you step in my house, though. I'm in the New York state of mind. Let them know. Yeah.
New York state of mind.
Your state of mind. Your state of mind.
Word, I heard somebody complain that they used the hook from the mine too in the sample, and it's like talking about it was lazy. And I'm like, bro, it's called nostalgia, bro. You know how long it's been? Fuck out of here, man. We checking IDs. All right, here go.
Okay. You gotta go
checking IDs.
Checking IDs.
Take every breath out of my body if I don't stay real. For life, yeah. Turn it up, turn it up.
And honestly, we're not getting. Honestly, I think the best songs are yet to come. Like we still have not even cracked this album. Like pause tapes, writers, sons, my story, your story, bouquet, shine together, third childhood. Yes. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
This was the song he played at his tour. Remember, Stu?
Yeah.
He's like, turn it up, turn it up.
Scattering below the surface, we deep in the soil with jackhammering.
And I was not feeling it. I'll be honest. when I heard that clip of it, I was like, "Oh, what is this shit? That's not a Primo beat. That's what is that?" You gotta listen to music a few times, man.
Days we from the streets, making plays, either you grind or you incomplete. Open the year 86 Lafitte. For the time of the team was confined to 4 walls, and now we meet. How about it for the real? Now I can fly to Saudi, doing deals, coming back, whole fam shout with the souvenirs. If my kids are Nepo baby, welcome to the underground.
Any words on this before we go to the next track?
Dope.
Yeah, it's fire.
Dope.
It's fire.
It is.
I think it was made for a specific listener.
Yeah.
Because all the feedback I hear online and everything like that,
right.
You know, especially about Primo's beats and everything, you know, this generation ain't used to. All they want to hear is like the super bangers,
right?
And
Hit Boy and all that.
Yeah, like it's not going to happen, especially if they're producing every single album track. It's not going to happen.
And that's not what we asked for. We asked for a classic Primo and Nas album. We've been begging them for this.
Yep. And now we got it.
We got it. And this is exactly what we asked for. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, like I've heard dudes literally, I've read shit where they're like, oh, you was like, they went on Nas shit and they were like, yo, Nas, this shit is dope, but you were better with Hit Boy. It's like, fuck is wrong? What? We checking IDs. We checking IDs. We checking IDs.
Now, I will say sonically, it would have been different if this was like 99, 2002, something like that.
Right.
It would have been sonically different. But these are grown men. Like,
yes. Thank you. That's the key. This is a grown man album. It's grown men. Like these are, you know, like Andre said, we 48. We not rapping about our colonoscopy now. Like, yeah, we are, because this is what was going on at 50 plus. These dudes are 50 and plus. So I mean,
but
he's got a line on one of these tracks where he's like, Ozzy Osbourne still got black fingernails. Like he's still at whatever age, still a rock star, still allowed to be, but I got to change how I dress. I can't wear baggy shit. I can't wear Timbs. Like I got to man up or whatever. No other genre does that to their artists.
No, they don't. I mean, all you got to do is clips. Look at clips this year.
Yep.
They
dropped. Let me tell you something, Phil. They dropped one of the hottest hip hop albums.
It was hard
in the last 2, 3, 4 years. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like that joint was hard. Like it was hip hop. It was them. Like it literally was the clip. Like I take my hat off to that whole team. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't listen. Them two together, I'm glad they got back together and did it, man. Like, you know, we like Pusha T, but Pusha T without malice is like cornflake without the milk. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Love the album he did with Kanye though. That was amazing. Daytona.
Yeah. Daytona was hard. Yeah, Daytona was hot, but it wasn't as hot as this album he put out with Pharrell and them. That's just it. Like. That combination works, man. Like it's like Public Enemy without Hank Shockley and the Bomb Squad. It don't work.
Without Terminator X.
Yeah, it just don't work. It literally don't work.
Madman. Yes, Madman. One of the coolest tracks. Very cool song. Great intro. BDBGP was on here last night. His favorite track. So let's bust it out, Madman.
Feel about the music business now in general right now, in comparison to before, when you first started?
Well, there's much more respect. They respect it as an art form.
What were the feelings back then when you first started?
Nigga music.
I like that. I like it.
Material made by Madman.
Got the AZ sample, got the Inspector Deck sample.
But you know what? You gotta be a cool motherfucker.
I do this for thinkers. Salute to Sasha Jenkins. And door knocker, fly ladies, Gucci link gangsters, and rappers that use one producer. You know that Metro boom in the future. We still don't trust you. Didn't start it, but I boosted it. Figured I'd bring it back since multiple hit makers on one album. I introduced it. In fact, Everything in my head make bread. I made hip hop and symphony shows start to spread. But still nothing is sweet, you can tell by just bumping this beat. Still nasty since 91, nothing competes. Before Snoop, before Wu, before Big. There was this young kid with small dreads from the bridge. It's Nas Preem, how many times I gotta tell him? I don't give a goddamn.
Who knows your kid? How many styles you got? The shows you did.
Material made by a madman.
It be tradition, hate, they wishing on me. They try to switch the story so they don't look like a bitch in the story. It's my life, not a third party witness the story. Somebody heard something different, distorted version of the truth. It's murder in the booth. Word to Lorenzo, Herb, the Ben swerve. Got ink on the sheets.
Fuck out of here.
From an angel swings. What's beat? Rest in peace, stack of chicks, queens. Flyest ever, Russian diamonds in entire sweaters. Indian gold with the highest of betters. The winner's circle, I remember the win was respected. And we champion for those who had came and collected. For my G's with that money cologne, bring honeys home. I made smashes with poke and tone. They used to harass me, when you gonna get up with Primo and Zone. Almost 30 years, people won't leave us alone, and I'm grateful.
What?
Middle fingers up to the hateful. I don't give a goddamn. It's Nas Preem. How many times we gotta tell him?
Murderous material made by a madman.
Leader like Ian R, let's get him. I don't give a goddamn. It's Nas Preem. How many times we gotta tell him?
Murderous material made by a madman.
Incredible track.
Remember the first time I made a beat?
Pause tapes. This shit right here is just pure nostalgia. He talking about pause tapes, making pause tapes.
Back in the day, everybody did that.
Oh yeah, bro. That was the way. I mean, because we didn't have producers, we didn't have a beat machine or none of that shit. If you wanted to write some shit, that's how I learned how to rap when I was a little kid. I made a pause tape. Shit. Yeah, you just. And then and this is a great song. They literally like describe how they made the tape. It's dope, man. Bust it.
Remember the first time I made a beat? I had a cassette player in my grandma's crib. I didn't have all the extravagant equipment. This is back in the late 80s. And I used to listen to music on the radio that I liked, particularly old school, like 70s. And I would record it. And then after I recorded a certain part that I liked, I would record, loop, until it just became one beat. That was the beginning of me making beats. Record, loop, record, loop,
It's a drive-in movie, no roofs on a bunch of Benzes. Let's try to reimagine the passion when I got in this. A Panasonic with a tape recorder, trying to level the treble and bass in order the station sound distorted. I moved the dial to improve the sound.
Oh, God damn.
No comparison with the boombox. My living room knocks. My nigga Mayo next door, he banging on the wall, told us to stop, take it back. Drugs and money, the cruddy, love smoking fiends in the hallway.
I just want to tell these kids, okay, this is called writing a beat. This is called writing a beat. Okay? When you rap and that shit sound like another instrument in the song.
Funny, just finished the OE music saving our lives. Just listening, getting fried to underrated MCs. Spraying something to hide the aroma. Still in my mom's crib, was young and lazy. Quit school cause I needed fly shit. The fiends will page me. Not trying to be locked on a big queen's crazy. Guess jeans and polo jacket. Just in the crib causing all this racket. Always knew I was the verbal assassin. Submerged in a very dirty world, but only was half it. That's when I had an epiphany. Came with last on the symphony. If I could set a posse cut off, that'd be my entry. Picking up stereos, remote control quickly. Raji's in the cassette deck. Rocking the shit, G, a surprise. I open up. Bombshell in my mind tells me I could hook a beat up for myself to rhyme. My mom's hall closet and boxes, all kind of shit. Johnny Taylor records and some good Grover Washingtons I'm locking in. Grab a piece of title, the needle at the top. Listen for a beat to rock. 90-minute tape, I got enough time. Play it one time, 4-bar, press record, then press pause, then restart. Chord, loop, repeat. Do that for 20 times, yo, I made my first beat. Pause tape.
Pause tapes, rewind and record, loop,
Record, loop, loop. I heard somebody say that was one of the songs they didn't fuck with on the album, and I'm like, bro,
there's probably no relatability for him.
And this was a DJ, this was a hip hop DJ, and I'm like, wow, it really blew me, bro. But I guess, like I said, man, that's after one listen, bro. You gotta listen to it again, I guess, because.
Well, was he born in '99?
Yes, he's. I think he's older than me. Even that's what fucked me up. Pause tapes was one of your not okay, but no, I mean, it's a basic beat because, I mean, that's what it calls for, and like I said, Nas is riding that beat to the point that he's another instrument on the track. So, yeah. Now, writers,
he definitely rocked it. He definitely
beat.
Yeah, and he definitely flowed to it. The flow he had was dope. You can't take that away from him, man.
That's
I said,
that's perfect synergy right there. Nas and
like
Preem.
I said, everybody just wants to hear trap beats. That's just what they want to hear. So,
well, this next song, "Writers," is definitely one of my favorite on the album. I know I keep saying that, but fuck, I love every song on the album. But this one obviously is super hip hop, it's about graffiti writers, and you got samples in there, Rakim, and it's just another classic, bro.
It is.
Bust it. That boom bap off top. Rockin' my law.
Writing my name in graffiti. Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti.
I'm hard to read like graffiti. Here's my galactic citizenship card. Interplanetary mission, I've been discharged to hit y'all. No ancillary staff will assist.
Hold on. Did y'all hear what he just said?
Galactic citizenship like graffiti. Here's my galactic citizenship card. Interplanetary mission, I've been discharged to hit y'all. No ancillary staff will assist me. I'm about to show you what that writer's list be. See, I'm a writer in rap form, but these are writers that bomb trains and subway platforms. Courageous, brave, and street creators. They synonymous with DJs, rappers, and breakers. Arms folded, jail poses, ill portraits. Foster kids mixed in with the ill fortune. Fat laces, back in the day, shit calligraphers. Tagging their names, putting their signatures in places. Courtyards, sports bars, landmarks, 10 clocks, gyms in the park, they doing art. Big bubble letters all over the city. I see it up in high places, wonder how they did it. Admit it, I always wish that I could do the same. But now the mic is a marker, I'm tagging up names. Sometimes at night I would walk with a pen, with a marker, or even some chalk.
Writing my name in graffiti. Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti.
Sometimes at night I would walk with a pen, with a marker, or even some chalk.
Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti.
I'm hard to read like graffiti. Henry Shabbat made Star Wars. A young K Slade tag was dead. Go check it out, y'all. Zappa got a Z sprayed on his back. Sleep by the train track in wild style. Straight outlaws. Zorro Sleep Quinonez. Shout the Saint Blade Inc. Seeing Cave Crass and Topaz. Shouting out Taki 183. Cornbread straight out of Philly. Phase 2 out of NYC. The mic is a marker, I'm tagging more names. Quick and Fuzz, a cool sphere out of Queens. Case 2, easy, Cap Ghost Germs. If you into art, you should be concerned. These are some of the kings of the craft. And there's some iconic queens I should add. Charming, Lady Pink goes back. And Mad C, Germany's on the map. On the west, Slick Dream, Chaka and Hex. And international writers I can't forget. So let's salute the highly gifted Krylon mystics. This is homage to the ghetto hieroglyphics. Sometimes at night,
oh my God,
pen with a marker or even some chalk.
Writing my name in graffiti. Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti.
Sometimes at night I would walk with a pen, with a marker, or even some chalk.
Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti.
I'm hard to read like graffiti. Shout out to TK, Costin Rebs, Bomb 5, Pete, Reese, VE, Jesus Saves, 2L, Dose, PJ, Chino, Coco 144, Billy, Vinny, Flashbacks, JA, Ecstasy Crew. It's all you, what you gonna do? Baby, 168, one up. Can't debate, Cal first, we get it straight. Can't control. Futura, Eastro on the run. Rockin' suckers, Eli. Old Queens boys, Mad Sal King. Most talked about mob rules. For the rap, can't be stopped. For the rush, game, 3D stylograph. When the cops came, they ran away, then returned. Keep hurry, crackers rap just burns into my mind. It's called vandalism like a crime. They had intuition, cause getting pitched was a given. Not new to the system when it's in you was like a religion. Fade was Fab Five Freddy, oh did I mention? Crack, sit, gears and poem. Sitting on the throne is murder known. And scheme is the whiz and shame. Trapping, Vulcan, Harlem Hall of Fame. Ice Itch, most famous for freight trains. The mic is a marker, I'm tagging up names. Dondi, Sucker, Running Man, Wayne, Echo and Totem, Tame One, Ace One, Men One, Same old, that's Bosky got done. Big shout out to the crew game. His scrapyard to rack up some new paint. Made you look another legendary crew. How ironic I made a song with that name in 02. Saint Slip, one pass.
Wait a minute. Pause for a second. Pause. Yeah, I love when he do that. When he talk about when he had the chipped tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Saint Slip, two brothers, one pass. FX crew, idea, stash. Risk, R-I-S-K, Coke, Revolt, Tracy 168, Doc, TC5 crew, hard. Shot 147, they don't stop. And we all send blessings to these two. Salute 167 and rule. So let's salute the highly gifted Krylon mystics. This is homage to the ghetto hieroglyphics. To all the writers out there that's just getting started, just getting your name out there. Keep bombing.
Now water can flow, it can crash.
Yeah.
Sons is super dope, bro. This next track, bro, this shit is like on some lo-fi beat.
Just the commercial track.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah. Young Kings. It all starts. Humble beginnings. Young Kings. Young Kings. Yeah. Head on the swivel, loaded lead in the nickel. The devil holding a sickle, wanna sever your tissue. That's forever the issue, then candlelight of the visual. They say jail is both a rehab center and homeless shelter. And life and death is closer to tonic and salsa. Never fold under pressure, give you my manifesto. Every man is a vessel, my son is my reflection. He from the highest heaven, I try not to possess him. Allow him to be tested. One day the words may come out the mouth of a reverend. By the power vested in me, loud at his wedding. Get flowers while you can smell them, I try to tell him. All the diamonds and foreigns, all the finest of garments. It's really how it ends and not how it started. Filthy rich scuba diving in your wealthy pockets. Louis Prada, but health is my most valuable stock tip. Y'all about to run things to my young kings. To my brothers with sons, let them run. To my brothers with sons, so fun. I pray y'all both share the most powerful bond. A little different from him and his mom. To my sisters with boys, y'all both share the most powerful bond. A little different from him and his mom. To my sisters with boys, the joy. To my sisters with boys, enjoy. Tell him stand tall, know he should go for it all. Be the glorious king. Plenty stuff I used to see, I often thought was an image of us. Getting off the city bus, all the memories rush. I used to look up at the crosses sign. A child would have grown up holding his arm while I was walking with my mom. I pointed at it, automatic. I saw it as a little boy who was the baddest, like don't let him run in traffic. I really thought the crosses sign was me and my mom. Like who thought we was that important for a street sign? One year she told me that sign was for everybody. I'm like, we ain't everybody, now we special, mommy. Playing with toys, yo, she got us Atari. Those are Miss Ann's boys, Nasir and Jabari. Our youth was constantly fighting institutional racism in school. We questioned the bias to little future lions. Holly Selassie's in training. Y chromosome, and no time they grown. Firstborn be like the mom, secondborn is usually like dad. Then you add the other siblings. Hold each other down, cause love brings the world at your feet, my young kings. To my brothers with sons, let them run. To my brothers with sons, I pray y'all both share the most powerful bond. A little different from him and his mom. To my sisters with boys, the joy. To my sisters with boys, enjoy. Tell him stand tall, know he should go for it all.
Be the glorious king.
Nas spitting knowledge on this one. Word is bomb. That one hits me, bro. That one hits me. As a single father.
Black is time.
This shit here. Preem finally used fucking sample to do. I've been wanting somebody to use that shit in hip hop for so long.
Hey yo, black is time.
What the fuck? Slipping. I wanted to make a beat with that so bad, and Preem did it. It's a
time traveling. Hey yo, black is time. Yeah. Hey yo, time flows through me. How many rhyme flows and lines can I recite with my eyes closed? Yo, let's shoot this movie smoothly. Listen to me. Let's take it to the past, long before the new me. I seen it when it first got tricky, dipping through the city, whipping new cars to the earth. Spots for the sticky. I was the one by the tree in the GS3 with Biggie. Next thing you know, where the time go is gone quickly. Shitting down the street back where I used to be. Stomping ground, just touchdown to QB.
Right.
It's known for balancing money. Saw a brother fresh homie just walked down 20. I stepped out, I stretched out, I took a breath in, let a breath out. I don't flex, don't want clout, but what I do want to see, brothers are winning. And all my people out there, cherish the time you give it.
You know what time it is? The illest shit that ever happened. You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
Time traveling.
The illest shit that ever happened.
It strikes me that the people that are dissing these beats likely don't even know who these samples are or what is dope about them.
Don't have a clue. They really don't have a clue. This album is a love letter to hip hop, and I'm not just talking about music. You got to understand the 5 elements. Right. You understand the 5 elements of hip hop, then it's like, oh, okay, wait, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And these youngins, this new generation, don't get it.
No, they touching on all of it, and this guy said it right here. He said, "I have no idea what DJ Premier is doing. He don't know how prophetic them words were.
You know what?
How literal they meant. You don't.
And let's keep it that way. You don't know what he's doing, and we go and you just keep on not knowing. We'll see we'll see where you at in 10 years.
See where your favorite rapper is in 10 years. 30 years.
40 years.
This album been 30 years in the making, Nas said.
Fellas, with that, I gotta jump off, man. But I'm gonna be listening through straight. I'm logging on my phone to finish listening.
That's what's up.
Bell Love.
Yeah.
Reno. Nas and Premier.
Oh. Send Fats my good energy. Yeah, man. Time slipping, bro.
As a weapon, every minute keeps on slipping. Time is a construct of your limits. The big bang to now. Evolution to how little time mankind has really been around a grown over 50 perspective. Is there an age limit to disc records, or may it just be a message? Kids are doing drive-bys. I'm looking like time flies, squeezing hammers, even when there's cameras up in the sky. Spark the lie with the double R I drive. Pretty thugs show no love. It's like when doves cry. Maybe I'm just too much of a smuggler, minded hustler, timeless. Couple hundred cover the knuckles with diamonds. Smell it on us from the blocks they was telling on us. Wore a vest in the summer sweating, they tried getting on us. Prayers, cause gangsters go to heaven and life's weighing on us. Premier, play the chorus, yeah.
You know what time it is? The illest shit that ever happened. You know what time it is?
Time.
And if there was a skip on this record for me, it was this next one. I've still struggled to, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, but it is what it is. Nasty Esco, we'll check it out.
I think they named it aptly.
Yeah.
Like it's going to take people a couple years to understand conceptually what they were doing.
Well, you mean that last one?
No, I'm talking about all around.
Oh, the whole
The
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That seems to be Nas's shit anyway. Like all his albums end up being that way. Like a lot of his music, people don't get it at first. It takes people have to go back, especially like some of them albums. You know, even Illmatic, bro. Even like some of them albums, like people they didn't buy it, they didn't get it, and like it was later that they got it. Especially Nostradamus and those other ones. Like, but honestly, I think they all aged well. And I think they all were ahead of their time. And this is another one. But yeah, but this song here, Nasty Esco Nazir, it's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I'm not feeling it. But what y'all think?
Yeah. Just that one hand on the stairwell music. Yeah. Let's go. I said, just designing this rhyme is a fight against time. Every minute
it's mood music.
True titans of crime. It's two types of villains.
It's mood music. You got to be in a certain mood.
Yeah.
Dealing, supplying garments of all kind. No more designer to wear. Style more modest these years. Honorable to compare. The gods ask go nasty Nas from Nasir. Since the sandbox came out of it, part of my ominous content. Y'all should be scared. Dawg, I'll probably open up a whole new
That's all it does.
I'm a mogul. Massive with my moves. Everything got appeal. I lead the.
Which again, you know, that's classic. You know, that's classic. That sounds very much like some shit you might have heard back in the day.
Yeah. 89, 90. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Real grimy shit. Now, this next one is one that I was anticipating. It's my most anticipated track because Nas and AZ is one of my favorite rappers, period. And he's the only feature on Illmatic. Huh?
It's only feature on this, just like Illmatic.
And he's the only feature on this too, right? Yeah, exactly. So I was super excited for it. And at first, when I heard it, I didn't get it at first, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to remix this for Preem. I'm gonna have to put a new beat on it." I didn't feel that the beat went with the cadence. I didn't get it at first. But again, this is just to lend credence to what I was saying about you cannot critique an album after one listen. Sometimes you have to hear it when you're in a different mood or in a different time of day or something. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when you hear a song at a different time, it might hit you different. And this is one that definitely has grown on me to the point it's one of my favorite songs now on the album. And at first, it was my biggest disappointment. It was my biggest disappointment, and now it's definitely one of my favorites.
When I heard the first go round, I was like, I was at work, so I'm in the office. I'm doing a whole bunch of different stuff, so I can't, feel it. But when I got off work, I'm playing the album as I'm going home.
Yeah,
and I'm vibing out to the album. So I pull up at the crib, and this song comes on, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I had to rewind it twice.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here? Because we're expecting nah.
Right. Yeah, it's not what I expected. And yeah, it was definitely the beat just seemed like it didn't catch at first. So if you felt the same way, trust me, just listen to it again. Keep listening to it. It'll get you. You'll get it. Like it's super dark. It's super heavy, but at the same time, it just rides, bro. And it's a classic. All right, it's a class. All right, let's bust it.
So
sound crazy right here.
Yeah.
Immaculate.
Sound like we opening new spots in Vegas.
It's been a minute, Esco.
Oh, indeed. Every time the right time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all invited.
Always. Ladies.
Let's get money now. Let's get money on.
How much we talking?
Trying to diversify the portfolio.
What else, God?
Everything else.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
My story, your story.
Weed high war stories.
Kids fly raw stories.
I could cry more stories.
Fuck an orgy, touch her face, 2 mouths kissing on me. Fuck off me, can't fuck them all, that's too costly.
Saucy, sucker softly, awfully, finger fucking her cautiously. Talk to me, that's that joy brought thoughtfully.
The mature me, there's more to the story, glory.
Surely, switch sides for the lift vibe, the fish vibe.
It's them guys with their money up. Diamonds jumping like Bobby with a Gumby cut. Choosing wisely high as the movie Friday. 100 blunt.
The back and forth, the classic AZ Nas back and forth. That's they killed that shit. They killed that
Had
shit.
the Pizzozzi's out for my P.O.
We herbalists, raised by gangsters on streets that's murderous.
Work too much,
Taking vacations more, it worked for us.
thanks to us, it's more fly living and less angel dust. Tangled up,
Up in the mountains, don't let them hang you up.
my story, your story.
Weed high war stories.
Get fly raw stories.
Who could cry more stories?
Glasses tilt poor for me. Brownstone 4 stories. Eyes on all glory. We outgrown and warm
With
Maurice.
the mic cord, I could talk to GDs and vice lords. Folk nation Mexican gangs that's doing life for it.
Crisscross crash out. Kitty cars cash. Eyes on all.
The mic cord, I could talk to GDs and vice lords. Folk nation Mexican gangs that's doing life for it.
Crisscross crash out. Kitty cars cashed out. Cul-de-sac glass house. Solar facts axe bout.
12 jewels, show and prove, earth revolve around the sun. To know whom and what you are, food shelter bound to come.
Love, peace, and happiness. This is what we rapping with. Still we ain't having it. Relaxed around the savages.
Exactly what our fabric is, others are embarrassing. Arm and hammer balancing, sneaker box what the cash was in.
Battle land, back then bricks built from a half a gram. Ashy hands.
No gloves cooking up, had a master plan. My story, your story.
Weed high war stories.
Get fly raw stories.
I could cry more stories. My story, your story.
Weed high war stories.
Get fly raw stories.
Who could cry more stories?
The beat now complements the way the cadence so much, and like the way that shit comes in and starts off, and you hear certain things building up, and it crescendos, and then it lands, and then it's going with the way that they're spitting too, and this is a master class, bro. Motherfuckers are tripping, bro. If you're not feeling this album, I question. I gotta look at you sideways. I don't know where you're. I don't know what your influences are. I don't know where you're coming from.
I don't get it. I think that they gave us exactly what we wanted. The true hip hop fans. They gave us exactly what we wanted. Like I said, it's a love letter to hip hop.
Right.
It's a love letter to graffiti, to being breakdance and spit and DJing. That's what it is.
All the elements.
Like, these kids are crazy. I don't know what they were expecting.
Right. That's I guess it's well, I've heard some of them mention Hit Boy and like other, so they didn't. I guess they didn't.
That's just this generation, because the reality is they're so entrenched and ingrained with hearing the same thing.
Right.
Everybody keep doing the same thing.
Yep. And when they hear this album and every beat and every song is so different from each other, they think it's all over the place. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's lost his touch and all that. It's like, no, bro. At least from my era, every song was not supposed to sound the same. You might have a concept album, but you're
supposed to sound the same.
Right. Nobody and nothing is supposed to sound the same. So
no allowed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's condoned in this generation, and that's cool if that's that's what they like and everything like that. Then if that's the case, you shouldn't be listening to Nas.
Exactly. That's kind of the point, man. I mean, I feel like certain people, their opinions are warranted, and then certain people, I'm not sure why you want to say anything, because like if you don't get it and it's not for you, stand up for the culture. Don't diss the culture. At least have some side. You ain't gotta chop nobody down, like, what I'm saying. And then like you might influence somebody else to not even fuck with that shit. Sage said this is one of the better beats. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't like it. Yeah, I mean, because I think they're not getting it. They're expecting it for something. They're looking for something else. They're looking for something specific, and this ain't what they're looking for, and that's what they're not stopping to say, okay, well, what is it then? If it's not Hit Boy and it's not what I want, well, let me fucking listen to it and find out something new. But that's what they don't understand. They don't ever want to find out new shit. They don't want to expand shit. What up, bro? What's good?
What's up, brother?
Salute.
They say our generation is stuck in our ways. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
That's the funny one. Fantastic Plastic 78. Salute. What's good? Peace, fellas. Haven't had a chance to peep the album yet. Looking forward to it. Man, well, stick around. We're bumping it. We're almost let's say we're halfway through it now. Yeah, we're on track 11 of 15. So yeah, we pretty much going through it, but we're still listening to it. BDBGP, what up, man? How you feeling it?
What's good
What
with
you,
it, fellas?
what you think about it so far?
You feeling
You
how
got,
you?
I mean, you gotten to really sit and listen to it a lot of times and shit.
I'm on like my fifth listen. I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's one of those albums. It has to grow on you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
real hip hop heads will appreciate it. I mean, today's
Right.
generation probably not so much. You know, again because they don't come from that era like we do. But for all the true music fans, you know, again, it's one of those albums you have to kind of give time. And by like third, fourth listen, you appreciate it even more. Like I absolutely love it. I love. I know everybody's feeling some type of way about like the production and stuff, but here's what people got to realize about Nas. He could just pick all different types of beats that knock and that bang. It's not to say he doesn't. He knows all the big name producers like everybody else, but he always goes a different path. So he likes to get certain types of beats that's tailored specifically for certain songs. Like if you listen to these songs on here, they're not tailored for others type of beats. They're meant. So, you know, that's where I can really appreciate it. Yes, I feel like Primo probably could have upped it up a notch, maybe, but there's still those ones that just like give you that vintage Primo sound, like Pause tapes. Mad. Yeah. Madman is that's vintage from here. Anybody that knows Primo, that is definitely vintage him. Even the very first song, the My Life Is Real.
Yeah.
Definitely vintage right there. So I appreciate it even more. And again, people forget that Premier is one of those versatile boom bap producers. He's not just one that just keeps doing the same type of sound and style. He likes to experiment with that genre because that's his favorite type of music. I've watched interviews where he's actually talked about he loves other types of music, but it's just that boom bap just always been his absolute love and admiration. So I love it for that reason. So yeah,
same here, and that's why he's my favorite producer for that reason.
Yeah, exactly. So when he can showcase variety within boom bap, it's dope. So you just really gotta appreciate it even more. But again, like the album itself, Nas, we already know what he's doing. He's just a beast. It's one of the best to ever do it. Writers constantly on repeat. I love Madman more and more as I'm bumping it. Absolutely love it. I love Sons. Sons is fire. That's one. Oh man.
Hell yeah. That's one of the ones that touch you. You feel it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like that type of beat, most people were probably like, oh, it's mid or I ain't feeling it. It's not meant for everybody. It's tailored for that type of song. So the more you hear it, you're just like, absolutely. Okay, I see it now. I get it now. Junkies, love Junkies. And what's the other one I really
what about Bouquet? What do you think about it?
I like Bouquet. There's a few female rappers he could have left off of there. Like
I was like, yeah. But I guess he's just trying to.
I know he's older, he's mature now. He's in his 50s, so he wants to pay homage and stuff. But I'm just like, all right,
Ice Spice in there, and
he was naming a lot of like heavy hitters, and then there's a few. I'm like, like Sweetie, Gorilla, maybe. Yeah, I don't think so. Cardi, nah.
Yeah.
That ain't real hip hop. Not in my head. They represent for the culture. Doechii, Rhapsody, yes.
Yeah, right.
Them, nah, I can't give Lotto and all of them. Nah, absolutely. Yeah. And there's one other banger that I absolutely love.
Third Childhood is amazing.
Which one?
Third Childhood.
Yeah, I like Third Childhood because I like where he picked up where he left off.
I love Writers. Writers is one of my favorite.
Just for me being like an artist, a graphic designer, and somebody that's actually worked on murals and bomb stuff. Yeah, that like hit home right there for me. So absolutely, Writers is definitely my favorite. I would say Writers, Madman. I love My Story, Your Story. I know a lot of people ain't crazy about it, but just to be able to have that Nas and AZ traditional back and forth vibe that we've always got. I love it for that. So, I heard Lil Birdie said that they got another announcement that they're doing. So I think it's going to be the collab between them. They said they're announcing it sometime in January. So I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
that's the album. That's the album I really want. The Nas and AZ album. You
I
know.
feel like I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that would be a that's a if yeah all the only way that could be better is if it was a Nas AZ and Ghostface album. That's the only way it could be better. But now I'm feeling my story, your story now. Now I fully appreciate the beat. I appreciate how it goes to the cadence, which was my problem at first, and now I fully understand it now, and it
Yeah.
now I cannot imagine it without that beat, and that's the crazy thing. You got to listen to these shits a few times.
Yeah, exactly. That's with just about. I'm not gonna say every Nas album, but that's with certain ones. You just really gotta listen to it multiple times. You know, King's Disease, Godson,
Right.
you know, some of the like the older stuff. You know,
Right.
Street People. Like it's ones you gotta really go back and listen to, and then you're like, oh, okay, I can see why he picked those beats. I can see why he's talking about this and that. So it's just one of those type of things. You'll appreciate it even more over time. Like right off the bat, you're probably gonna be like, okay, but eventually you'll start to change your mind. Oh, that's the other one too. The Nasir, the nasty Esco and Nasir one. I love that one.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that was the one I was just saying that I kind of not feeling it at the most, but
I love that.
I get like it's like one of them songs that I got to be in the mood for. Like I really like it in a certain mood, but it's like I got to be in a certain mood for it, I guess. It's like a certain thing. Like
I'm Nasty Nas. I was destined to be here. And Grandmaster cast his atmosphere to breathe Kumo D's air. This Esco here. I like that hip hop stuff, but come here. I wish.
It's very. But yeah,
because it's like again, this
I'm in that mood.
So
my bad, bro.
No, it's good. Like Stu was saying when we talked about it on the podcast on the Battle of the Bars, like this is the type of hip hop we need. We need that creativity again. So to hear him through all his weaknesses and alter egos, like him and like Nasty and Esco face fighting and going at and stuff, like they sound like they was beefing. And that's just dope as hell. And then it's like, they had their moment. Yeah. Then Nasir just comes in and just kind of like, balances it out. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, we need more of this. Again, like to your point, Reno, it's like it's mood music. You got to be in the mood for certain things. But
the lyrics on it, yes, you're like, the vert, like what he's saying and all that is, it's super, it's great. It's a great concept. And he's always good for doing them concept tracks too.
Yeah. Because that felt like a motion picture. I'm like, oh snap! Like,
right.
Okay, like you like, oh, break it up, fellas, break it up. Like, I love it. It just it took me back to like it was written. Kind of. What he did with that, just that dark, eerie, or like what's the one song? Godson, the last real nigga alive. Just that eerie cinematic vibe. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I still don't give it album of the year. I'm still rolling with Clips. I just feel like they just really just like set the year off right. But it's a strong number 2, I would say right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you see right here in the chat, we got everyone has kind of their spectrum. Like he does not like Nasty Esco, Nasir, and Brez Hip Hop Mexico said it's he loves it, so it's definitely like
he didn't like it?
I don't think, huh?
No, I was reading what Sage said. He didn't.
Oh, not that he just said beats like Nasty Esco and Junkies that kind of made me cringe, but Nas carries the album all the way through. So not saying that he doesn't like any of it, but kind of the beats weren't feeling him as much on those songs. Whereas then the next guy in the chat literally loved that beat. So
loved it.
It's Nas is good for that. Like he's definitely got something for everybody, but his albums are always ahead of their time to the fact that a lot of times they don't get it until later, or you come back and listen to it. And sometimes even years later, like his 3rd and 4th album, a lot of people weren't thinking, his mom passed or whatever, but those albums, like if you go back and listen to them now, I totally appreciate them more than I did then.
Which
Nostradamus and
I like Nostradamus. I don't know why people didn't like that, because I feel like they kind of treat this album like they treat Nostradamus. Like
it was the beats. Like a lot of people weren't feeling the beats. That's where people really started getting on Nas for his beat choices and all that. Because I mean, no one said his beat choices were whack on Illmatic. No one said that.
Yeah,
no one said that on It Was Written. Motherfuckers started saying that on the third and fourth.
Yeah. And you look at those first two albums, like those had some like really basic, simple beats, but they still knocked though. But again, you know, like I was saying, Nas picks certain beats that are tailored for those songs, like The Message, I Gave You Power.
Yeah, right.
You even look at the very first New York State of Mind. It was very simple, very traditional, nothing too crazy out the ordinary, but it kept your attention. Like that. Thank you. I love Nostradamus too. My favorite song is Last Words with Nate Sean.
I like the one with Scarface.
Reno, let me slide real quick. I'll be back in about a half hour. Got to take my kid to work.
Okay. All right. Favor for a favor.
Oh yeah. Was that, no, that was on I Am. That wasn't on
I Am. That's on I Am, and that's what I mean. That's them two. It's I Am and Nostradamus. You know, those albums, obviously, you know, I loved as a overall, but some of the beats, it took me years to kind of really appreciate, and I've heard a lot of people say that. So I only attribute that. What I'm saying by that is he's ahead of his time. Like I don't see that as a problem or a diss or anything. Like that to me proves that he's ahead of his time, that I can go back now and hear songs that I might not have been feeling years ago and now fully appreciate and totally dig because of, you know, what we've gone through with music since then and all the different stuff we've heard. And now it's like, oh, okay, now I get that. And like now, because now it's come full circle because it was ahead of its time. Now it's kind of catching up. He said this album has many primo vibes that aren't the most famous, like beats from Bumpy Knuckles, Black Poet, Big Suge, M.O.P., and the most unknown ones. Also straight loops like Daily Operations. Love them. Yeah, a lot of people, and I won't say a lot of people, like most people are loving this album, but a lot of the complaints are about the beats and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't, you know, I feel that they need to listen more, but yes, it's because they're looking for a different primo. Like they're expecting, I don't know, you know, a certain thing that they had in their mind, and then when it came, it wasn't maybe what they had, you know, imagined, and so they weren't feeling it. But if you would step back and stop worrying about what you expected and just listen to what he fucking did,
exactly,
and feel it for what it is.
I get it. I know they were more expecting Nas's, like they were more expecting like New York State of Mind Part 2. They were expecting that banger on Nostradamus.
Right.
Like, get me. If you ill, come get me, because I ain't running. If we both and then I'll both be ducking. Yeah, they were expecting
a group home or something like that kind of premiere.
Yeah, they were expecting that premiere. And I still feel like we got it a little
There's
bit.
a couple, and there is some of that premiere on here for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at none of it. Like you know, like he said, it's many tracks, it's many styles, many you know, versions of Premier's style that's on here, and they're all on here. You got all this stuff he's naming on here, plus you have all the other stuff that we just mentioned. So man, it's and like Vel said, bro, it's a love letter to hip hop. There's something from all of hip hop on here, and that's what I love about it too.
And here's my thing too with like people talk about the production and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you guys are criticizing Premier's production, but people can listen to these drumless tracks and vibe to it. There's no like bass, there's no heavy drums, it's none of that.
None of that.
Like for example, like Freddie Gibbs, he did a few of them on the Alfredo projects, and like literally no drums or anything, but people love it. So it's like, all right, if you can love that, then you can love this. I mean, because I'm not crazy about every single drumless track I hear. There's some that's cool. Like I know it's Alchemist, even though he's one of my favorites next to Premier. He's starting to kind of tailor more into that now. And some of them, and then there's other ones I'm just like, nah, come on. Like it's like a damn lullaby. And it's like, come on, I need something I can nod my head to. I'm not saying like I gotta bang my head into the glass and stuff, but I need something to give me like a little bit of a knock. But it's like they don't. So it's just weird how today's generation will appreciate that type of music, but it's like this, you're just like ready to kind of shit on it. It's like, come on, y'all, like make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
if you love the drumless stuff, then you should love this because there was nothing on here that was like, well, probably except maybe Sons was probably the one that was like,
Sons is kind of like a lo-fi hip hop beat.
yeah, and Premier's known for doing those too.
Yep, exactly. So that was
he's
one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, he's done it with Common. He's done it with Royce the 5'9". He's quite a few people, you know, where he's had more of the like the low tone, mellow, chill, like even Gangstar when Guru was alive, rest in peace. Same thing with him. He's had a couple. So
yeah,
again, he's just an eclectic boom bap producer. So
yeah,
you know, if you guys can appreciate drumless type of stuff like what Griselda and all of them are doing, then you can appreciate this even more. So that's just something people got to think about. You know, people, they just quick to say like, oh, you know, he can't pick any beat selections. There's a lot of dope rappers who are.
You know what I mean when I say lo-fi, right? Like you know about lo-fi music, lo-fi beats and shit.
Oh yeah. Because I play some of it on my podcast, like with some of the beat battles.
Okay.
Got in like another hour. I just wanted to come up and chop it up with y'all real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I play some of the lo-fi stuff and I love it. So you know, again, it's all about just having different music. You know, what you're in the mood for. You know, what you feel like listening to, what's your ear telling you at that very moment. So it's like you just gotta more so appreciate it versus just being quick to say like, all right, it's this, is that. I'm not feeling it. Because I've seen a lot of reviewers recently on YouTube that have done their critique of the album, but then like giving it a couple more listens, and now they're going back like, wait, hold on, I kind of take back what I said. Like this actually, it is fire. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you know, these guys coming out doing reviews day one is silly to me. Like you'll catch me on my channel, like I'll be listening to that shit day one. You might catch me, you know, maybe give you I'll say like there's a video I did like I think yesterday. I was just bumping to the music and I said like, this is how I feel about these songs now. It's not how I felt about them at midnight when I first heard them, and I've been playing them nonstop since midnight. Even when I'm asleep, that shit was just on low. I just been listening to it. It's been on nonstop, just like because I really want to understand, you know, fully. I'm waiting 30 years for this album.
Oh yeah.
So you know, it's like if I didn't feel it immediately at first, that shit scared me, bro. And I'm like, whoa, no, there's no way I waited 30 years for this and I'm not feeling every song. Hold on, I gotta keep listening. And I just kept listening until finally now there's no skips on this album. I love every track. Some I like more than others, but there's nothing on here I skip. I can listen to it all the way through. And that's to me was a measure of an album. Back in the day, if I generally, you know, had to skip songs on your album, I really didn't fuck with you as a rapper. Like you had to have your albums had to be pretty much all dope, every song, and that's how I felt about all my favorite rappers. I loved every track on their album, you know. And then, you know, Illmatic and It Was Written, loved every single song. I love 90% of it. Nas Pretended, I loved 90% of it when I first heard it. Now I love 100% of it. So it sometimes, you know, it pays to keep listening. If you didn't feel this joint quite 100% at first, trust me, go keep listening. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, don't tell me I know. Like, I've been listening to hip hop since I'm fucking, you know, what, 4 years old, 5 years old, bro. So, you know, I'm not new to this. Like, I'm telling you, if you're not feeling this album, I promise you, go keep listening to it.
Oh yeah,
keep listening.
It's definitely one of those ones you gotta, like I said, I told everybody, you know, it grows over time. You know, you might not appreciate it at first, but by like third, fourth listen, you're gonna enjoy it even more. Especially if you're a true hip hop head. If you're not, then go listen to Cardi and Lotto and Coi Leray and all them other people who just don't know good music. But if you true hip hop heads like us, you're gonna appreciate it. And again, like you said, it's creative, it's different. It's an ode to hip hop. He's paying homage. I can relate to so much that's going on. I can relate to writers. I can relate to Paul's tapes, record and loop, because I used to do that too when I was recording tapes.
Exactly.
I wasn't a rapper or anything, but just having fun with it. You know, like to learn.
Yeah, just everybody. I think everybody did at some point had to, you know, rhyme. But yeah,
and writers. Like I said, I'm an artist, I'm a graphic designer, so I can definitely relate to that. Like that just took me back. Even the Underground, Welcome to the Underground. A lot of people didn't like that one, but I loved it because I mean, that's the type of music you would hear. You go down into like those spots like that, those underground places, like the tunnel, all that stuff like that. It's not your average music. Like you're going to hear that type of vibe. So I appreciated it even more for that. And sons, I don't have a kid, but you know, I've raised kids all my life, so I can definitely just relate to how it is to be like a step parent and just a father figure. So yeah, so many hidden gems in just everyday life and just hip hop were on this album. So I absolutely love it. Now, real quick, let me ask you.
It's not to say that was something wrong with it that I had to keep listening to it. You know what I mean? Like that's not saying nothing wrong with it. It's honestly it's because we've been flooded with so much music and so much different kind of music, you know, since back in the day when we were listening to Premiere. So there's so much in our head and so many influences, and at first you might not catch it. You know what I mean? You might have to just clear your mind, man, and fucking clear your palate. You know what I'm saying? And go listen to it from a fresh perspective without any expectations. And then you can hear it because like a lot of people might hear, oh, well, yeah, you had to keep listening to it because it ain't it. Exactly. No, bro. If you fucking are critiquing an album after hearing it one time, you're gonna put your foot in your mouth. You're gonna end up having to come back and retract some of that shit. You're gonna not like songs you thought you liked at first.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna love songs you think you didn't fuck with. So keep listening.
That's all it is. Now, question: your Mount Rushmore of your favorite tracks on this album, as well as your honorable mention, has it changed from the last time we talked, or is it still the same?
Yeah, it's changed. It's yeah. I love Madman. I love Pause Tapes. I love Writers, and I love Sons. I love Time. And My Story, Your Story. So it's like this whole section right here, like Madman, Pause, Writers, Sons, and It's Time is a crazy little section in the album where every track is insane. Then Nasty, Esco, Nazir, like I said, not always feeling it always, but I like it, but I might skip it and I might go to My Story, Your Story.
Okay. I know for me it's Writers, it's Sons, Junkie, Nasty, Esco, Nasir, and the honorable mention got to be Madman. So that.
Yeah. Oh, honorable mention, Third Childhood.
When I flow for the street, who else could it be? NAS, resurrect through the birth of my seed.
Definitely one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because this is one of those songs that really feels like old school classic hip hop, but in a new 2025 package.
Oh yeah. And what's so dope about this album is he bridged the gap between old and new. Like he gave us that old school vibe that we wanted, that we needed, but at the same time was still able to tailor to today's generation and get their attention. So when you can be able to do that, you got it. It's not just artists that really can bridge that gap, but Nas is definitely one of those ones that just like every single time,
Nas and Preem.
Yeah.
It's like two of the heaviest hitters in the game. It's like a dream team kind of thing. So if you're like me and you've been waiting 30 years for this album and you might not have felt everything the first time you heard it and it disappointed you, fear not, keep listening. I promise it's everything you've been waiting for. You just might not have realized it at first.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's definitely. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. I probably even go and say a 9.
What? Yeah.
My only flaw is I thought Define My Name was gonna be on it. I was kind of mad about that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, right. I guess that's like a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably
should have put it on. Yeah, they should have made a bonus track with it.
Because I mean, for him to drop that and get us prepared for it. It was like, oh, okay. Like as soon as I heard instant again, vintage primo right there. And then I'm like, go to get the album. I'm like, oh, it ain't on there. Like, come on. Like now maybe deluxe edition or something, but come on, you got to throw that on there. You know, that's a must. But other than that, though, yeah, I love it. I'd say a strong 8.5. I said an 8 at first. I'll go 8.5. Just the fine name not being on there just took a couple points away. But other than that, though, great album.
Yeah, it's instant classic. Fuck it.
Absolutely. But y'all got to get ready for my podcast, my guy. I just wanted to come up with the big homie.
Yeah, we kind of did this impromptu little kind of mini pre-show. I'll be back on later tonight, but yeah, that's we just kind of came on because Stu couldn't come on later tonight because he's got a family emergency going on. But anyway,
actually, you guys a while back on my debate table podcast, I did an episode about classic albums, and I told people, like, you know, there's different types. There's close call, which is where you have like a skip or two, and then you have what's a start to finish, where there's no skips. Now, your opinion of all the music that you listen to, do you still consider an album with classic, even if it has like one or two skips? Is it like still classic in your opinion?
No.
Or do you prefer straight to finish, start to finish?
Start to finish. If it's like I said, if I have to skip or something like that, you know, it might be a great album. It might be one of my favorites, but to call it a classic, it's got to be up there with like the Purple Tape and, you know, Illmatic and, you know, albums that I would never skip a single track. So, yeah. And this album was one of those. I had a couple skips. I do not skip anything on it now.
Okay.
So there's no skips on this album for me at all.
What about if it has like interludes and skits? Do you still consider it a start to finish? Or still?
Oh yeah. Shit, the Purple Tape was full of skits.
Yeah, but they have the songs where the skit comes at the end, or they'll just have a separate track, but it'll be a skit, like how
a skit. Yeah, like on the Purple Tape, there's whole tracks that it's just a skit. All Wu-Tang albums have skit tracks.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they mix it into the actual song, like right at the end.
Sometimes, but there's always just where it's just a skit. There's definitely a skit on every Wu album. I'm sure of it. Unless, I mean, there's maybe something one or two in there, but for the most part, there's plenty of there's always a track that's a skit. So I don't think that takes away from it at all. No.
Because we debated about that too. Like if the skits were kind of like cause it to go downhill and become a close call, I was like, no. I mean, especially if they're really funny. Like I know Redman, he's known for having like great skits, but still have dope albums and stuff. But I wouldn't even call it a close call. Like for me, like definitely, it's got. I'm like you too. It's got to be start to finish. That I can say that instant classic, straight. But you know, if it's one or two, it definitely has to fall into the close call because you know I should be able to pop it in and not touch it, no matter what.
Exactly. So that's how it was. Definitely, you know, and for me in the '90s, that's how I judged motherfuckers. Like if I had to skip shit, then it wasn't it. So no, that's mandatory. And you know, like the skits on the Purple Tape, for example, or like a lot of Wu-Tang shit, they're always great. They're always good. They're always very memorable and very iconic, and I think add to the album and kind of, you know, make the album what it is. A lot of the skits on there kind of are part of the album, and I wouldn't, you know, want to hear it without them. But yes, if an album is all great and the skits just suck and you got to skip them, that can be a drag. Yeah, and I don't know if there's any albums I consider classics that have skits I don't like or anything. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely it was a dope topic that we touched on the podcast.
Yeah, good question.
A lot of people came through and gave like their insight and stuff and their predictions. You know, they still consider an album with a skip or two classic. I was just like, all right, you know, again, entitled to their opinion, but I'm just me. I gotta press play and go off and do whatever I'm doing. Where I'm cruising in the car at the gym or whatever, and I shouldn't have to get up like, oh damn, let me skip this one. I don't feel like hearing. It's like, nope, I gotta let it rock. But yeah, this one I definitely consider to start to finish. I could
Yeah, because people's definition of what classic means might be a different thing. If you feel you can have an album with skips on it and you're calling that a classic, we have a different definition of what a classic is. Because I mean, there's a lot of albums I love that I don't consider classics. Like a classic, like to me, that's like, you know, it's iconic. Like there's only, you know, probably this many. Like there's not many. It's not like there's 100 classics. No.
Very small handful. Like I got criticism because people that I know that are a fan of 50 Cent, they were mad at me because I didn't call Get Rich or Die Trying a classic. I said it was a close call, but there's a few songs on there I definitely skipped, you know.
Right.
I don't consider it start to finish. A great album. I'm not a big 50 Cent fan, but I give him his credit. He did his thing on that album. But will I call it instant classic? Nah.
See, that's the thing for me. I got a friend that would definitely call it a classic, but 50 Cent, like I always had a kind of weird relationship with 50 Cent because when 50 Cent first came out, I was a big Wu-Tang fan and they were dissing 50 Cent. Before I ever heard 50 Cent, I heard the disses about 50 Cent. And that made me have to go here. Who is this 50 Cent? And so like automatically I was like, fuck 50 Cent, you know, just because I was representing Wu. So, you know, it took a while for me to finally give in and be like, all right, let me hear this shit. Like some of the mixtapes, the G, you know, all that shit was great. But, you know, at first, no, I wasn't on it at first. So I can't say I'm not biased in that in a 50 Cent conversation. Now I respect 50, you know, incredibly much as a hip hop, you know, entrepreneur and just, you know, all around businessman and producer and you know.
Yeah,
definitely somebody that basically, you know, came from somewhere like I came from and made it to somewhere that, you know, motherfuckers that come where we come from generally don't make it.
Yeah.
You know, he's to that level. He's on that level, bro. He's up there talking with studio execs and shit. Like he's beyond hip hop by a long shot now. So I gotta give him respect for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So,
but I'll see you guys later, man. I'll be on later tonight. I will post the you know the show will be up there, the time and everything. So I'll see you guys then. Check out BDBGP on his show. You're going to start that right now, right?
Yeah, in about like a half hour to get that going. But,
okay.
Yeah, if I'm not too busy, I got a couple streams I'm doing with the podcast and then after. So if I'm not too busy, I'll pop back in. But if not, you know, I just want to at least come up and definitely, you know, chop it up and pay homage to this amazing album. So
word, much love. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We'll see you guys in a few. Peace. Remember what we always tell you.
Be water, my friend.